And we're back. Let's talk about where and when folks can hear this. Ken, why don't you give us the rundown on where it's going to be performed and when and all of that.
Well, this is sort of the story, Sam, of 2020 and 2021. We start out with a plan and we start pivoting almost immediately. And by that I mean this year, our plan has been all along to perform this work at Booker T. Washington High School in Tulsa. We have a wonderful collaboration that we've been working with the choral director at Booker T. Washington, so that some of the young singers that are in that choral program could collaborate and work with the Tulsa Chorale in this performance. Of course, geographically, that's important for the race massacre in terms of where we wanted to perform the work. We wanted to be closer to the location of where all this historical information comes from. But we also know that we want to represent the diversity of our community in the presentation. So Booker T. Washington has a historic and a practical collaboration component to us. I've really enjoyed my collaboration with the choral director there to conceive of this a couple of years ago when we started our planning. So we will, our plan is to perform at Booker T. Washington High School in their Performing Arts Auditorium. If we find that that's not possible because of pandemic restrictions, face-to-face, all kinds of things that we're all dealing with, we will make an adjustment and we will find another hall, another place. We've not ruled out anything. We find that if we might have to perform in an open or outdoor space, we've discovered we can do those sort of things. But our first desire is to be at Booker T. Washington High School.
And the date on that?
You know, I'm sorry.
May 8th.
The date for our performance is May 8th, 2021.
Okay. And as we get closer, of course, more information will come out about who can attend, how you attend, if you want. And Michelle, that brings you into the picture because you're going to end up with some recordings of this that folks would be able to listen to. Although it's not the same thing, it is a chunk of history that one could listen to or even watch.
Exactly. This is such a great showcase of how we're all managing and how we're adjusting to these horrific times. I think that's another lesson that we learn from the citizens of Greenwood, how they responded in times of where you have to find that courage, you have to use ingenuity and figure out how to step into the next moment. So this records how Tulsa did that in 2021.
We have had so many incredibly talented musicians and singers come out of this area, writers, performers, and I just can't get past the fact that you're going to be in a position to watch and record history unfold here.
That's true. That's true. You know, I believe that Tulsa's commitment to arts and culture started long, long ago with a woman named Jane Hurd Clinton, who married and came to Tulsa in the early 1890s. She lived in northern Georgia, and she was well educated in terms of music and the arts and the importance of education and reading. And so she comes to this cow town of dirt streets and clapboard buildings, and the things that she missed the most was music and the arts. And so she set about to gather up all the other women, particularly in the community, and to begin these different cultural programs. And today, many of them are still thriving. For instance, AHHA, she was the charter member, the first president and longtime president of AHHA, which was Tulsa's first music club, still going strong. She started the Tuesday Book Club, which was an intellectual Study Club, and then also the Ruskin Art Club. So it was Jane Hurd Clinton and her contemporaries who convinced the men that they needed to commit to arts and culture. And that's why we have ballet, and we have the symphony, and we have music in the schools, although we certainly want to make sure that that stays with us. But it's really, once again, it's our history. The past causes the present and affects the future. So women like Jane Hurd Clinton, who saw that the arts and culture were important and that was what's lasting, and we benefit from that today.
And we have really benefited big time in so many different ways. Michelle Place with the Historical Society, and of course, Dr. Ken Sharp, who will be directing the Armed Man when it essentially premieres here in Tulsa. Thank you both for taking time to visit with us. Please keep us posted. Let us know as we get closer to the performance date, and perhaps we can get you guys back and talk more about it, stir up a little more interest in the community, all right?
Would love to.
Thank you, would love to.
All right, consider it done. That's all the time we have for this edition of Perspectives. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.